Hi and welcome to the Games Corner.
On today's show we'll be looking into the latest games and developers, as well as our trip to Euro Gamer and Play Expo. On top of this is a chance to win our latest competition.
So we got the chance to go to Euro Gamer and Play Expo.
Held in London and Manchester, these are two of the biggest game events in the UK. Let's take a look at what went on.
Well, it's a retro-inspired or classic-inspired scrolling beat-em-up game. Why did we start it? Just because it's the kind of game I've always wanted to make. I joined the video game industry to make arcade games. Unfortunately, too late. So this is my way of doing kind of what I want to do for me. Yeah, that's why we're doing it.
Bringing it back.
Well, yeah, I'm making my game for me. Hopefully other people will like it the same way, but you know, I've always loved the scroll and beat 'em up, Final Fight, Double Dragon, Streets of Rage. So yeah, that's what I'm bringing back.
What platforms is it on?
At the moment it's on PC and Mac, it's on Android and iOS. We're currently going through negotiations to get on consoles, and possibly Windows Phone, possibly Linux, all depending on whether there's an appetite for that. So everything really.
I'm here with Ian Goodall from Artbox Swift. So Ian, can you tell us a little bit about Artbox Swift itself?
Yeah, can you? Artbox Swift is a specialist video games recruitment agency. We're based in Rotherham, just next door to Sheffield. We've been established now for 25 years, so we've been supplying programmers and artists and producers and all manner of technical staff to the video games industry for many, many years now. Started off the back of supplying Gremlin, one of the founders of the UK games industry, and then we've kind of branched out from there right around the UK, and we now supply staff all over Europe, all across the world, into North America, all sorts of places. So a good relationship with people like Sumo Digital, just in Atticliffe. We're now one of the biggest UK game studios. We also work in the UK with people like Sony, with Microsoft, with their Rare and Lionhead studios, and pretty much any developer that you name in the UK. Been released about two weeks ago. It's getting really, like, it's got a sort of a 93% approval rating. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah, sure.
Now the controls are WASD with your left hand and the arrows with your right. It's also, I mean, it's got controller support, but the mouse just got in the way. And then once you use them, they run off back to where you found them.
Alright, so you could go back and use them if you wanted to.
Yep. You need one more. Then we got up, down, top, and bottom quarks. And each of those quarks, as you pick them up, they can do different things. So up's like to lift or move, down's like to break, destroy, smash. The tops, they like to protect things, and the bottom's like to build. So if you pick up any three, you can mash them together to make a thing. It may not be the thing that you need, but it's consistent. Like, for example, 3 ups will make something that lifts you.
And I'm Lewis, and we're live here at EGX London 2014.
Euro Gamer Expo, now known as EGX, began in 2008 as a brand new event showcasing upcoming video games. What began as a small following has evolved into Britain's biggest and best game show, taking over venues like the Royal Armouries in Leeds, Birmingham's NEC and the late Earls Court Exhibition Centre. Let's dive straight in. The Project Cars, available for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Windows PC. The Next Gen Racer's acronym stands for Community Assisted Racing Simulator, as funding for the project was covered by the community and the developers themselves. Contributors could also assist with development with roles in content creation, QA and testing and marketing and media.
In comparison to current racing titles, the game ran extremely smoothly and looked flawless. Lighting and the attention to detail had really been focused on.
Yeah, the first Horizon game was a great reinvention of this genre, and the sequel has improved in every way. From the expansive graphics to new gameplay features, cross-country races are absolutely mental. Flying through fields in million-dollar hypercars is one of the best racing game experiences. The demo gave a taste of everything the game had to offer to players and was one of the best games played at EGX. I'm definitely going to get this.
Let's move on to Batman Arkham Knight, where the event goers could watch an exclusive EGX promo.
A weapons cache on the north end of Miyagani Island. The area is heavily protected by the Arkham Knight's drone forces.
Arkham Knight will be the first Batman game available for the next gen, and I cannot wait. The Arkham Knight's visuals are incredibly stunning, and the gameplay looks absolutely flawless. If you're a fan of the Arkham series, then don't miss this.
Hello, welcome to the Indie Game Res section, where all the indie game developers are. We're going to take a look at a couple of games.
EGX Res gives devs the opportunity to spotlight undiscovered gems and gives gamers the chance to experience unreleased games, all while speaking with the developers who attend the event. It's part of the show that never fails to impress, and you never know what you can find.
Tulpa by Rising Star Games had a unique style combining featureless characters, odd puzzles and resembled the dark nature of the popular indie platformer Limbo. It worked well by placing you straight into the game with literally no idea about the story. It was strange and creepy but enjoyable. The game was released not long after the event, and based on its originality and addicting style of play, I think the game will turn out to be hugely popular on the Steam Greenlight market.
I got to try out Dream, a quite surreal adventure game where you journey through your own delusions to find the meaning of your life. The game is packed with some tough puzzles, but the gamescape is beautifully crafted. Playing this with a headset and no distractions is a must, and this is one of the most immersive games I've ever played.
That was EGX 2014. See you next time.
Coming up next is details on how to win our latest competition. Let's take a look at some of the prizes. Up for grabs are these game controller thumb pads. Also, we're giving away these terrific t-shirts. To win these prizes, all you have to do is answer the following question correctly. What colour is often associated with the character Luigi? Is it A red, B green or C blue? To enter, tweet us your answer at The Games Corner. Alternatively, comment on our Facebook wall. Terms and conditions may apply.
In this episode, Harry, Mitch, Dom and Ollie will be reviewing Shadow of Mordor.
Welcome to the Games Corner. This is the review segment. I'm Harry.
I'm Mitch.
I'm Dom.
And I'm Ollie.
Today we'll be reviewing Shadow of Mordor.
So let's play.
Shadow of Mordor came out on the 3rd of October for PlayStation 4, and that's what we'll be reviewing it on, because that's what we've all played it on, except from Ollie who's played it on PC as well.
Much better.
The game was made by Monolith Studios. Another thing they made was the Fear franchise, which is probably their most successful game. And I really enjoyed Fear, but I think I enjoy this a lot more. and I still enjoy it. I've still been playing it for ever since it came out.
You got like 30 something hours on the game.
Yeah, I think it's something like 32 hours I've played it for.
That's a reasonable amount actually to say it's a single player game. It's not like a multiplayer one where it's constantly changing. I mean, I absolutely love the game. I've not completed it yet, but I played it quite a bit and really enjoy the combat system. It just really flows nicely, works well, enjoyable. It's just a simple cross between Assassin's Creed and Batman, and works well.
It doesn't seem forced. They actually do work really well together.
Yeah.
Well, I've only played it for 2 minutes, and obviously between the pair you've got quite a few play hours.
Like,
so
can
you give some like more facts on the game, like in general?
The main selling point for it was the Nemesis system that I know, like the Jupiter engine was modified to run. If you don't know, Nemesis system it's like a very dynamic system where it spawns in orcs with random personalities, features, weaknesses and strengths. And if you have a fight with them and fail to kill them, they will then remember previous like conflicts with you. And if you hurt them, like say if you shoot an arrow in their eye, they'll have like an eye patch on. If you set them on fire, they'll be like covered in bandages from burn wounds that I liked a lot.
It's quite fun in the way that you do end up fighting an orc, and if you don't kill them, which I mean, to be fair, doesn't happen too often. I mean,
or if you get killed by them,
or if you get killed by them, especially, then they actually become stronger and they move up in the orc world, I suppose.
Society, isn't it?
Yeah, they become stronger and harder enemies to kill. It's a nice feature.
I think it's the higher rank they get, the harder they get to kill because they get less weaknesses and more strengths.
Yeah.
So I liked it a lot. I think the game itself looks amazing. Just look at his cape blowing in the wind. Beautiful. But I think...
Physics.
I know, I pretty much think it's... Apart from a couple of things here and there, I pretty much loved everything. I know there were quite a few things you weren't that pleased with, weren't there, Mitch?
Yeah. Because I'm not really used to, say, like Assassin's Creed and Arkham games, things like that. I'm basically starting from ground zero. I don't really know what I'm doing. I didn't think the tutorial was quite up to spec for, say, newcomers like me. Say, you two, you've already played Assassin's Creed, things like that, so you've already got a basic understanding of what to do. Whereas I was clueless, basically, and as you two were laughing at me as I was playing.
Yeah, he was
pretty entertaining.
Tremendously bad at it.
I was
He couldn't figure out how to go up a ladder.
Yeah, that took me a while.
Yeah, you did keep on running.
As you can tell, that can be a downside for, say, if I just want
Anyone
to play
who's
this game.
new to
I like to jump into a game and automatically know what to do, like already have an understanding, so I can play it and get down to the fun stuff. But to be honest, that was kind of the only bad game feature that I didn't like. The only reason that I already went in with a bad kind of opinion is because I'm not really into fantasy games.
You're more of a kind of first-person shooter, racing game kind of guy.
Titanfall.
So you're more into
kind of guy, yeah.
Destiny.
Laser guns, then magic.
Yeah, bottom line. So you've got the DLC, am I correct?
Yeah. I think I've got pretty much all the DLC you can get for it so far.
Yeah. So tell us a bit more about that, or not too much because we don't want to ruin it. If you're just about to
Well, you can't really ruin any at DLC because most of it's just challenges like Batman had and Assassin's Creed, and it adds different features for the captains. So like some of them have fire-based weapons, and it's just stuff like that. And I got the pre-orders. I think you got it as well. Didn't you? Get like Dark Ranger skin that looked really cool. It's very different to the one he normally wears. That was good. And I got the season pass, and I think the first big actual chunk of DLC is where you get to play as the Wraith when he was alive. That should be pretty fun.
Yeah, have you actually played any of that yet?
No, it's not out.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's the only thing they've announced.
I thought that it was one where they announced it with the actual game's release.
No,
because I mean, there's a few games that have done that. In the
what
past.
you got? There were a couple of DLCs you got for it, but they were only for like special runes.
Yeah.
Or modifying captains. That was only it.
Okay.
There's no big art yet.
Yeah.
But overall, I'd give this game of 4.5 or even 4.8 out of 5 because I really enjoyed it. The game has a couple of bugs here and there, but nothing that's like ruins immersion or just completely destroys gameplay. I really enjoyed it.
I give it a solid 4 out of 5. Great fun. It's repeatable because of the whole Nemesis system with the captains and the way that it works. It means that the game's great fun to play. Even just for the roaming around, I found it fun to play. So it's a definite buy for me.
Yeah,
same.
I'm going to drop that down slightly. I'm going to take it to a 3 out of 5, purely down to I represent the casual gamers out there, the ones that just want to pick up a game and start playing.
The non-nerds.
Yeah.
Non-nerds, yeah.
The ones that want to get playing straight away, and that was the main knockdown for this game. But due to its kind of like its stunning visuals and its animation, all these tiny little details, I've put it up a bit. So 3 out of 5. That's what I'm going to give it.
Sweet. Yeah, I've been playing this, as you can see.
You just in tune with that. You just didn't answer that one.
No. And I'd definitely give it a 4 out of 5. It's really fun to play. The combat system's just like Batman, which I really enjoyed actually. The scenery is actually amazing, isn't it? It's just like the graphics, they've paid so much attention to the details, so yeah, I'll definitely give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah. So
that concludes the review.
Yeah. Join us next week where we will be reviewing Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
Exciting stuff.
Yep. Many excited for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool.
So see you next week.
See you later.
Bye.
So thank you for watching episode 1 of the Games Corner.
Make sure you come back next time to catch episode 2. Bye.
Bye.